First off, on the Euro USD market, you can see on the weekly time frames we have some interesting things going on here. From 2002, we've been bouncing off of weekly demand. Okay, and you can see that we've been in this range for a long period of time, just kind of bouncing back and forth on the weekly levels here. Moving down into the daily levels, we are seeing the different daily levels here. Okay, let's scrunch up the chart just a little bit just to give us some perspective as to where we are on the curve. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into a little bit of this analysis here. Last week, if we recall, we were looking for the trend to be up. Okay, and we are looking for price to move to the upside here. If we move over to the video or last week's video, we are looking to retest this daily level inside of this big weekly zone. Okay, and I really feel like that's still what's going on, except we've encountered some range as we're going into the summer doldrums. So we put in this this level here from last week, and we are bouncing off of that level yet again. Moving down to the 4-hour time frame, this is where our prediction really came into play. We were looking for price to continue to the upside, and I don't have my arrows in here like I would like to see them, but I know that we were looking to the upside and bouncing off of this level here. Okay, price we thought would bounce off of this newly formed zone and push to the upside. Well, lo and behold, that is exactly what has happened. Okay, we did push to the upside. However, we found some resistance up here as we put in a new high over the past week, but we did put in a new high. So I think it's important to realize what that new high represents. So we're going to draw in this level of consolidation up here. Okay, and this is resistance or supply. And as we are in the summer doldrums, I can see us ranging kind of back and forth in between these two levels. So we are looking for range to happen in the coming week. So you can see that we're looking at the rangey play, all right, but I still think that we can come up to the week, or excuse me, to the daily level, all right, which is just a little bit higher. Okay, so we're looking right around 114, if you will. All right, so that is the level that I'm really looking to play right there, and we will see if we can't hit that. But right now, as of this current week, even though our perspective is too long, we did get a new high. We have stopped at a little bit of resistance up here. So we're looking at a little bit of a range this up and coming week, and hopefully we'll break up here to the daily level. Okay, we are inside the weekly zone, mind you. All right, so we know that we're pretty high on this curve. Just looking for us to really give a good retest of the highs at the daily zone there. And you can see that we're at 113, and it goes all the way up to about 117. All right, so that's a pretty big zone there, but that's what I'm looking for. Ranging and looking to the upside as the summer doldrums continue. On the pound New Zealand dollar from last week, we were looking at price jumping up to the upside here, and you can kind of see the two different weekly levels, these really big weekly zones that we are defining somewhat of a range with. The overall weekly trend is still definitely to the downside. However, we realize that this is a summer doldrums coming into last week, and as we look into the smaller time frames, I really feel like we were bouncing off of these zones down here. So here's a couple of the daily time frames levels that we're looking at in smaller, like 4-hour time frame as we drill down into this thing. And we've received a really nice bounce off of this zone here. So let me actually show you guys like just how cool these levels really are. And we're diving down into the 4-hour time frame. Okay, and as we do so, last week we left off at this point up here where we knew that we were retesting some resistance up here. We did come down and retest the support level here on the lowest time frame that we're looking at, and then we popped right back up and we have put into place a new high, which is really, really great. So we're looking for the uptrend or basically the range play to continue. If we look at some of these daily levels here, this thing could really move, I think, all the way up into this range. I don't have this actually identified here, but let me draw this into place. So that looks like it's right around 1820 all the way up to about 1845. Okay, so I really see that we can move to the upside. This would be, if we're looking to follow the trend, we're looking at this pullback area all the way up into this area, okay, into this zone, all right, and then we're going to come to another decision point. So overall, yes, we're seeing the same type of ranging movements, but I think we have a slight upwards move, and then we're going to see the trend continue and another really good retest of the lows. Okay, so we want to be very much aware of the overall trend movements that we see going on here on the pound Kiwi.